GTA 4. We're doing the side missions, the street crimes, AA gamer for life. Okay, so you jag a police car, you use the computer inside. The two activities is the current crimes or the most wanted. Okay, I got separate videos on the most wanted, but this one we're working on the gang activities. Okay, so this one I'm actually leaving some extra footage in here because in the first video I mentioned how retarded some of these street crimes are. It don't make no sense to me the way they gear it, but it is what it is. But there's a gang activity up here. You get there, but the place is full of cops. And because you're doing vigilante doesn't mean that you're immune to police not getting a police wanted level. And it kind of sucks, but what's going to happen here, a lot of times when you're doing a street crime and you kill the last target, you'll lose a wanted level, but sometimes you won't, or the wanted level's so high that it's not going to lose once you complete the street crime. So in this alley, it's a dead-end alley. You can't get out of there. There's a bunch of gang dudes there, but there's cops around as well. I don't know, maybe if you hung back, the police would shoot all these guys. I don't know. There's at least 4 or 5 guys running around this place. You're like, how am I supposed to get up there, take care of business with all these cops around? Okay, if you had a cop uniform on and you could get up there and you were like in disguise or something, I don't know, it'd be different, but as soon as I get up here and start shooting these guys, these cops are going to become hostile to me. So there it goes. And this is going to be the second time out of all the times I've ever played Grand Theft 4 that I'm going to get 6 stars. And the only other time I've ever gotten 6 stars was to get the achievement. Okay, so the crime scene's done, but the cops are still on my case. Now, maybe I could have made a beeline out of here, got to a car and kept it at 2 stars. But I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of these cops. Ain't running up on me, buddy. Okay, so it went from 4 star or 3. I didn't even see it all. Next thing I know, I got 6 stars. I was like, great balls of fire. I need to get the hell out of Dodge. Okay, anybody that knows my YouTube channel knows that I got a whole playlist on Grand Theft 4 and 5 on a wanted level challenge, and that basically means to get 4 stars, keep it up for 5 or 10 minutes, and then lose the wanted level. Okay, but I've never gotten potentially 6 stars and then tried to lose it, especially on the roadways. I doubt that it's even possible. They just spawn up cops on the street. Whatever the situation, the helicopter's flying, that you would be able to get out of the big ring without it following you around. So I'm basically making a beeline for the subway tracks. And I'm going to take this underground. And then I'm going to lose the wanted level that way. And the few times I've gotten 4 or 5 to 6 stars, the UL pager dude calls you and says that he's taking a lot of heat from you. And I'm just like, oh, that's beautiful. So you know, doing the street crimes, it's all about activating, getting it. This time around, I had to leave this extra stuff in here. All right, so like I said, I remember this break in I guess the guard over the bridge. It's easy to get down onto the tracks. And it takes it underground, and I basically start zinging down these tracks until I get out of the ring to lose the wanted level. As soon as I break the ring, I stop, just in case there's like any cops out on the platforms or whatever. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Anytime you can get 6 stars and lose it, that's all good stuff. Okay, I cut it out. Like I said, that UL pager dude calls you and gives you grief about creating hassle out and about, but his voice is real low. It's hard to hear it, or there was like other background noise, so you couldn't really hear it. So I just cut it out. Eventually, doing the street crimes, I just wound up chasing a guy out on foot or a stolen vehicle, and I just stayed away from the gang activities. I just think it's BS. It shouldn't be like that. They should have geared it a little differently. I don't know. Like I said, not only did you need a police car to get into the computer, but maybe you needed a policeman's uniform. So you'd have to go to your safe house and put it on, and then get in a cop car or something. And then maybe the police ignored you while it was happening, leaving you to deal with this. And then as you got up in the higher numbers of street crimes, it was just more and more enemies to deal with. That I could have dealt with, but the the cops being involved and all that, and then them becoming hostile to you as soon as you start shooting at the gang members. Right there, that was picture perfect. That's the way it should be. Get up there, no police involvement. Nice. Another street crime down. like, get that gate open, man. We got a high-speed pursuit happening here. Ah, nice. Thanks, Cap, twisting me back forward again. Nice. Crime scene is cleaned up. Lose the wanted level. That's the thing. You're supposedly able to call in police backup, and I don't know. Never really used it. I think my point to do that there was to jack their car, but I decided just to leave those guys back there and go head off and do my street crime. Kind of makes no sense to me to have police backup. Uh, I cannot comment whether or not they're going to become hostile to you once you start shooting at an enemy or whatever. I don't know, every other time you're on a street crime and there's cops there, they all become hostile to you, but the backup ones I can't really comment on because I never used it. Sort of like Dwayne's guys, never used that either. There's really nothing that comes at you where you need to have the extra help.
Just a wound. You want me to finish you off?
Another crime scene cleaned up. It's one of the things in Grand Theft 5. This activity was not there in the game for any of the characters. Not that they didn't have enough crap to do in that game, but nevertheless, this particular activity was not there. See, another cop up here. I don't know what the hell they're doing here, but I know for a fact when I start shooting, they'll most likely give me a wanted level. Oh, that was nice. RPG. That autosave. Simple as that. You guy just stand there with your back to you. You're like, okay, I guess I'll just light you up. Like I was mentioning, by this time, kind of tired of that gang activity, the way it would go down. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna just criminals on foot or stolen car or something like that. Just dealing with the police as you're trying to deal with a gang activity just annoys me, man. So now I'm just like, all right, I want to get this achievement and be done with this. And you're still gonna get a police wanted level anyway. Ugh. Give me that money. Okay, so one more street crime to go, and we're gonna get our achievement. And that's the last time I done it, because I'm over it.
My car, idiot.
Okay, all this side-related stuff all needs to get done in order to get your key to the city. It's 100% of the game, and this is part of it. By this time, I got plenty of money, and I really have no really good reason for doing this exception of the achievement. So that's why we're doing it. And the guy's just gonna stand there. I'm gonna bash you a little. Clean the mean streets. Alright, that's its own achievement, and then it goes towards your key to the city achievement as well. So we got 30 of the most wanted to do, 10 in each of the islands, and that'll be coming up. AA Gamer for Life. Hope you're liking these videos, and we'll see you on the next set.